Welcome back, my friends, to Golarion, to the Archlord's abode, deep in the city of Quantium. Well, actually, on the outskirts, but deep within the wizard nation of Nex, there lies a house. And in that house lie wards. And those wards have been tripped. Some of them you've encountered, some you have not yet. And more yet is still to be uncovered as the Archlord Illyraha, stuck in skull form, strains to keep her house from falling in upon itself. You've got time yet, but you don't have it forever. So, as you continue to explore the Archlord's abode and save her true name, let's talk about what happened last time.
Yeah. So last time on FTL Presents Pathfinder, we found our heroes, like Zachary said, in the city of Quantium, and we are here to help Illyraha with maintaining the wards in her house and making sure that her research doesn't fall into nefarious hands. We've been tasked by the Pathfinders. I forget which two sections of the Pathfinders have asked us to do this, but we've been tasked to convince Illyraha to store her research in the Pathfinder vault and to become friends with the Pathfinders so Pathfinders can render aid to her and she can render aid to Pathfinders, in addition to us delving into the house. There was a shopping montage in which Ist bought a spoon gun for their younger relatives. I feel like that's an incredibly important plot point. We went into the house and have found evidence of other folks tampering, so we're hot on the tail of whoever else is here. We've gone through a couple of different wards that are protecting the research. We had to use our wits to get through the wards and the was that the abjuration? The first one we went to?
I believe so.
Yeah, with the wards in the abjuration area. Illyraha has her house coded to the various schools of magic because she's just extra like that. We fought monsters in the illusion gallery. No, not the illusion gallery, the conjuration gallery. We made our way through a magical maze in the illusion garden. We got ourselves, and by we I mean H2, got ourselves zapped in the necromantic study, and we all almost fell prey to the ward in the enchanting lecture hall, but we managed to survive and not be trapped by Illyraha's illusion, although Mindy is still kind of interested in what Illyraha's lecture has to say, but that'll be for another day. And I believe that is where we left off last time.
Yes, so you are on the second floor landing of Illyraha's mansion. You've just passed the necromancy suite with her ghostly student Nibiat, and the enchanting atrium. No, the enchantment auditorium. That's what it's called. And now before you, it opens up into a larger landing. You see like a long hallway leading very far down into the other side of the thing, where you see like animals and stuff in the far distance, like a couple 100 feet away, or maybe a full 100 feet away. Yeah, and it looks like there's some other like room a little closer to your left as you're leaving, as you're like heading in further into the house.
Fun times.
Fun times. It seems that Ralph is hanging out with Digsby right now, which I love.
Yeah, on the map, Ralph is on Digsy's head, and he's like, "I have so much power now. I could go to war."
I mean, yeah, that thing is like 1,000 times the size of that rat.
Just my little guy with his little top hat. Stacked. We have stacked our animal companions to create one.
I have become the harbinger of destruction.
Good for you, little guy.
Digsby sits down and starts scratching.
Run wild, beast! Destroy our enemies!
Yawns and lays down.
I do think it's worth probably talking about where we're at HP and condition-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
Oh, I'm at max hit points right now. 0 conditions.
I'm really happy for you. I'm at 28 out of 38. I am currently enfeebled, which is not really much of an issue for me anyway. I am, however, stupefied, which is a pain in the ass. Because I am a charisma-based caster.
Oh no,
And stupefied affects all your mental stats.
Mm-hmm.
F.
H2 is at 55 of 64 hit points. She got zapped, but good. And she is currently enfeebled as well, which sucks for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you have any means of solving those conditions?
I think we looked at the end of the last session, I think after we went off mic to see if anybody... I don't think we have anything.
Oh no.
We have stuff to restore hit points, but conditions are something hard. Well, not harder, but different. You can't just
You don't have a cleric to cast restoration.
No,
Mm.
we do not.
Well, we shall simply suffer, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Unless a wizard can do anything about it. Which I don't think I can.
Not if you don't have the spell prepared.
So restoration is a divine, occult, and primal spell. So Ist could cast it, as actually could Calamus, but I don't believe, does Calamus have it prepared? It's a level 2 spell.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I got stabilize if anyone wants to die.
No,
if anybody
No, I'm good,
doesn't
but thank
want to
you.
die.
Well, I mean, you could want to die and then I'll fix that for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
is there anything with Aliraha's assistance or with something in one of her books?
mm-hmm.
Could I try and cast it with help? Obviously, spending a spell slot. Is that something she could facilitate?
You'd have to go down and talk to her.
Yeah.
Do you? Because you're a repertoire caster, right? You're a psychic.
What I know is what I know.
What you know is what you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see if there's is there anything that are there any items that could maybe be found here that would reduce. I mean, you're only enfeebled 1, right?
I think we're both enfeebled 1 and Ista's stupefied 1.
Okay.
So it could be worse, absolutely.
It could be worse.
Could be worse.
That's the spirit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'd have to talk to Aliraha about it.
Okay. Do we think this is worth doing, given that time is of the essence? I mean, how hard can you still hit even with an enfeebled 1?
1 less.
I was referring more to what the bonus currently is while enfeebled 1, but fair point. I'm not looking at characters.
Let's see. I'm assuming that this automatically, the character sheet is smart enough to automatically do this stuff for me.
Yeah, if you've got enfeebled set, it should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll be okay, I guess. I've just got to avoid being more enfeebled.
Mm-hmm. Which you won't because the enfeebled came from the necromancy room,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not gonna like you fix that.
Yeah, so
So we'll have fun new problems.
yeah,
Yes.
I love fun. Yeah, I think I don't know that we've taken our latest bit of research down to Aliraha just yet, so we can go talk to her when we deliver the research to her, but I think it may be a case of the only thing that we have that can fix this is time.
All right. Do we want to head down now, or do we want to check like a little bit further along?
I think it might be a good idea to go down and check in with her because we've got like, what, 3 more research pieces to give her now, or 2?
I think 2.
Okay. What else is on this floor?
You see that it opens up into a larger landing that continues to the other wing of the floor, where you can see some animals in the distance. They're not moving, so they're like maybe statues, or you're not sure, but they look like animals. They're just frozen. And then to the left of that, you see like an archway leading into like a smaller area that a hallway seems to also go past.
All right. Well, let's avoid opening any more doors because that seems to be where most of the traps are, behind doors. Until we talk to Aliraha and maybe see if she's got anything for the gestures at H2.
The schools we haven't encountered yet, and I think we got. I think Aliraha did rattle through the locations in the house, but we haven't gotten to evocation or transmutation.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones we haven't done yet.
Indeed.
All right, let's head downstairs then.
All right.
Give the fragment from the auditorium over.
The auditorium and the lounge.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, so you come down. Liraha is continuing to like wrestle with the wards. You see like her skull is gleaming and little crackles of arcane electricity. Pink lightning is like arcing off of her and zapping the wards. And she's like, "Oh, hello. I almost called you students. I guess it's coming back to me. Hello, folks. How are things going upstairs?"
Pretty okay.
Okay.
The lecture gave us a little bit of trouble, but otherwise, I would love to listen to that lecture again at some point. By the way, like
yes,
it's cool stuff.
That one, it's kind of I was experimenting with some. It's kind of recursive, but I can give you like the actual full lecture in person.
We'd love that.
Have you found more research fragments?
Yes, we have 2.
And on top of the 3 that you brought me before. Okay. All right. I think I could recover my true name from this in my tower. But I will say, if you manage to find more, I'll be able to give you some assistance.
We could probably find more.
The more of these fragments I get, the less of my active brain power I have to apply towards cleansing the wards.
Speaking of aid, indirect or otherwise, Aliraha, don't suppose you've got any scrolls of restoration around, or a way that I could do it? I don't know it, I know of it, and it would be really handy right now because that lecture of yours, it sort of squint a little bit and like finger in the ear is like trying to relieve sinus pressure.
Oh, yes, the stupefaction. Yes. Well, there might be a scroll somewhere. There is a scroll storage closet near the transmutation room. But I will also say, though, the effects of my traps only last for an hour.
Do we have an hour to wait for it to wear off?
I'm pretty powerful. I'm not, I'm reduced, but I'm not that bad.
Yeah, but also there's somebody else here, isn't there?
Yes, well.
Duly noted. All right, we can hustle. More fragments for you. If there's going to be a fragment in the, transmutation chamber?
There's a scroll storage room off of the transmutation showroom.
Okay, so if we head to the showroom, Do I have your permission to go through your scroll storage?
Of course.
Excellent. All right. Okay, back upstairs then.
All right.
Off we go.
Back upstairs you go. And here you are. You make your way back upstairs. The room is still, it's never fully quiet in here. You think you hear like just a low hum in the whole house as you move around, but it's not too bad. And you're back on that landing that I described earlier.
All right. Is there anything else along there, or do we want to just keep heading? Other than the stairs, I mean, I can just see a little gap.
Yeah, that looks like. I'm gonna say, based on some stuff I know about like other parts of this building, that's actually a wall.
Okay, wicked. All right, everyone want to catch up, and we can sort of start edging forwards.
I will go first.
Yeah.
Cool. So you begin making your way in. You see there's this archway just to your left as you get closer. As you move, you see that like that's a room with like pedestals like arranged in a circle with little runes on them. You from the outside you can't really see too much, but it looks like the walls are covered in like extravagant murals. So it's cool.
That is pretty cool.
What are the murals of?
Like I said, you can only kind of see it. Look, I think you see like from here, you see like a big volcano on one wall.
Mm-hmm. How you said these are like pillars or pedestals?
Those are pedestals, yeah.
How tall are the pedestals?
Like waist height for a human.
H2, can you pick me up so I can see the top of one of these pedestals from here, right, without going into the room?
Mm-hmm.
I do so.
All right, give me an Arcana check.
That's a 21.
Okay, yeah, the runes you can tell from here correspond to elements: acid, cold, fire, and electricity. With larger runes set centrally for sonic and force.
Okay.
I lean and I go, I think that's the evocation room.
Yeah, no shit, Mindy. This is crabby right now.
That's fair.
Well, do we want to do transmutation first, or do you want to just head on into the evocation room and see what happens? Looking at Mindy.
I don't want to do that.
No, go figure.
Porous.
All right, so you're leaving that
throw
from
in there to see what happens.
You doing what now?
Or do we want to just? I was gonna say I could just throw something in there and see what happens, or we could carefully go in, and investigate the space properly.
I will say it is not blocking your way to the other room.
Yeah.
Let's start with transmutation.
All right. You continue on. This room is filled with taxidermied beasts and animals on display, covering most of the large showroom. On the southern end, a set of stairs lead upward, and a small door on the northeastern wall is labeled scroll storage. Northwestern wall.
Can I clearly see the? If I move next to HD, can I clearly see the scroll storage?
Not from where H2 is right now. H2 is like right at the entrance. You have to like be in the room to see what the scroll storage room is.
Okay. I'm gonna risk moving up so I can peep around.
Cool.
Not stepping fully over the threshold, but just having a little peep. Just a little looky-loo.
Yeah, if you have a little peep, you'll see it's right there. It's like right around the corner, kind of in like right behind a big old taxidermied owlbear.
All right.
And as you get closer, you do see that the all of the animals in here are like kind of very slowly moving, but not like if they're like that they've been like slowed down, like that like like oh I was swiping and I've been like time stopped and like very slowly like slow motion moving. They're like kind of rippling and rumbling and like almost like breathing.
Huh, fucked up and weird. I like it.
I'm gonna like gesture like our most knowledgeable cactus friend in the ways of animals and the like up to Jonas. But I would like to summon my mage hand and see if I can open the storage closet without going up to it.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
wicked.
you open the door. There's a bunch of scrolls in there, but you can't really see them because it's like it's like a walk-in closet. It's like a janitor's closet.
So I can't just start pulling stuff out with my mage hand.
You would have to go inside the room to have an angle to do that.
I was always going to ask. All right. Well, gang, I'm going to go poke at some scrolls if anyone wants to come join me and stop me getting possibly eaten by a living taxidermy.
I will follow you in.
All right.
I'm going to quickly, before going in,
Mm-hmm.
pull out the scroll of see invisibility I bought.
Okay.
Just to make myself feel more comfortable because we know other people have been here very recently and could still be here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a second level scroll, so I can see invisible creatures and objects. They appear to me as a translucent shape and are effectively concealed, but I know that they're there.
Sure. Cool. Yeah, you do not see anything that you did not see before. I think the one touchstone for like how the animals are moving is like almost like an idle animation in a video game, where they're not like they're not like active or like doing anything, but they are like very slightly moving.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the vibe of movement without actually like going anywhere.
Yeah, like that sound that goes.
All right. If everybody is up and ready to spring into action if needed, I will move into the room and along to the closet, hugging the wall as I go.
Cool. Yeah, you slink past and get to the scroll storage room.
And then just little Tasmanian devil a la Looney Tunes just start like pulling stuff off and
All
getting
right.
a pile in front of me.
So you do find a lot of unfinished or experimental scrolls in here. Like this is like a place to like just hold scrolls when you're working on them. Give me a flat roll. Was it a DC 5? There's one scroll here. 10, there's 2. 15, there's 3.
19.
All right, there are 3 scrolls of restoration in here.
Wicked.
Nice.
You also find a scroll labeled Enlarge, which is attached to a string that says "For the Promising Apprentice," and another scroll of Comprehend Languages.
Okay, well that's not for me. I'll leave that. I will use 2 of the 3 scrolls, one on H2 to alleviate her enfeebled condition.
Okay.
And one on myself to get rid of both of my conditions, because restoration at its base level can reduce one condition by 2 or 2 conditions by 1.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. I was just looking it up. If I'm reading the spell correctly.
Cool. Yeah. Yep. You absolutely are.
Wicked. Alrighty.
What are Mindy and Calamus doing in all this?
I am probably wandering around this room in here with my hands behind my back to prevent myself from triggering anything. Very carefully.
What is this room?
Sorry, the with the room with the animals in it.
Cool. All right. They are kind of just wiggling.
I'm enjoying their wiggles while I wait for other people to be like ready to tackle this room.
All right.
Let me see. I don't know if I can talk to them. I'm trying to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have wild empathy?
Wild empathy, that's the one, yeah. I do have that. I could try to talk to them. Do we think that is a good idea?
Yes, let's go for it.
I mean, it's a good idea as any others we've got. Hell yeah, go for it. I suppose in case it is worth asking, hey Zach, aside from what can clearly be seen on the map, but for our listeners, what looks very much like a Tyrannosaurus Rex in the center of this space, and the aforementioned owl bear, what other animals are here?
Give me a perception check.
I thought that was a big alligator.
There's a lot of animals.
Anyone else want to join in the perception checks?
Yeah.
Yes, I want to make a perception check. Womp.
I got an 18 for perception.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yes, Calamus.
Cool. Calamus.
What's your cactus eye see?
Calamus rolls a 27.
27.
So Calamus, there's a couple of things you notice. One, these animals are dead.
Probably shouldn't talk to him.
Well, you can. They won't talk back. Two, these are just taxidermied beasts and animals. You do see there's a bunch of them. Full-size models of animals. Some of them aren't taxidermy. Some of them are just like replicas, like sculptures and stuff. You remember Alira Ha? She created Vrisk, the proto golem. She has a lot of history with craftsmanship and crafting like bodies, and so this is part of that. Like her understanding of the physical form. There is. From the ceiling in the very center of the room, there is an owl hanging, and you can see that it has a scroll lodged within its beak.
Hey, Dixby.
So this is the transmutation room, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are the chances, I'm saying this in character, so what are the chances that everything in this room comes alive as soon as we touch that scroll?
I mean, I can get Digsby to grab it and we can find out.
I feel like that's more of an enchantment.
It's like 30 feet in the air, for the record.
I can throw Digsby.
You could throw Digsby.
I think H2 should be the one to throw Digsby.
Let me check the range on my mage hand.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's probably a wiser decision than throwing Digsby, I'm gonna be real.
The range on my mage hand is 30 feet. Because of my discipline. Yeah, my conscious mind as a psychic is the distant grasp. Part of that is extending.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can't stand directly underneath the owl because of the big lizardy guy in the middle of the room. But I bet if H2 hold is above her head, then you would be able to get that 30 feet to the side.
Okay.
Vectors and whatnot.
Will you give that a shot?
I can do that.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So H2, what are you doing?
Wasn't I holding Ist above my head, like Lion King style?
Yeah, I'm just asking you to describe it, and so I can figure out how to adjudicate it.
Is it Lion King style or cheerleading style? I'm stood on one of your arms as you hold it upright.
Oh yeah,
as much height as possible.
That makes more sense. As opposed to holding you up like Simba.
I like the mental image of holding them up like Simba though, better.
Yeah.
Okay, this is this is undignified. Can I just
while they're all doing that, I will say Calamus is part of that 27. There's something else you notice about the shape and configuration of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Each pedestal is slightly taller than the one before it. And they're kind of arranged in a half circle around the room.
Oh.
This may be a dumb guess. Is this a chessboard?
No.
No, it's like a staircase.
Oh, it is. Okay, yeah, just pretend I'm not stupid.
Is somebody supposed to be hopping from one to the next?
You could try. I mean, this might also work, what H2 and Ist are doing.
I think we should try what H2 and Ist are doing first.
Sure.
Yeah, my acrobatics is probably not as good as whatever's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
But if the pedestals do get taller, and this isn't close enough for my mage hand to work, we have options.
You have options. Okay, H2, give me an athletics check to hold Ist high and steady enough for it to work.
Oh, beans. I rolled in that one.
No.
So H2, you piston ist up a little bit faster than they were expecting, and you're like, all right, and then what? And you just go sailing through the air. You're going to take a d6 of bludgeoning damage.
Can I do an acrobatics check to try and negate some of that?
Yeah, make an acrobatics check to grab grab an edge.
I will hero point this.
Okay.
I'm definitely hero pointing this. Because I only rolled a 10, to be clear.
You rolled a
which
10.
is,
I rolled 6
I have a
damage.
Yeah. So
It's
it
a
becomes
5.
15. Well,
23.
so it becomes a 23.
Cool. So yeah, you managed to.
Which ledge am I now on?
So if we were like there, and she threw you, you like grab onto a direwolf's snout, and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna break it, and then the direwolf kind of bend, kind of gives and then springs back up very slightly, and you realize that all of these models and taxidermy things have been reinforced to be climbable, and this is a obstacle course as much as it's a museum.
I love this.
Ladies, cactus.
Jesus.
You're not a lady or a man, you're a cactus. What do you have you got a different title? Succulent?
I am an ancient being of the forest.
You do look like a cactus, though. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Succulent. Calamus mumbles and walks up to start trying to climb up the statues.
Go on, Mindy, have a go. Let's everybody try a play obstacle course.
All right.
Cool.
I do want to let you know that I have a really low dexterity score, so I'm not going to do great on this, but sure, I'll give it a go.
Is there any way I can have Digsby do this obstacle course?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, Mindy, you notice the smaller display models have there's a little button on them that will deploy wheels. So if you wanted to help rearrange things to make the obstacle course easier, you could do that too.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to do that. No, dude, nobody will catch me getting up high in the air. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to start wheeling shit around.
Cool.
What check is that?
That would be crafting.
I think you're trained in that.
Which I think you're trained, and you're a wizard, so.
I get plus 10 to that, so cool, I got a 29.
29 is a critical success. You fucking limitless envision the perfect path, and you put it together, and so you only need one successful acrobatics or athletics from somebody to climb up to get to the bird.
Sick.
Well, my acrobatics is an 8 and my athletics is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
My acrobatics is an 8. My athletics is significantly worse. How's Digsby?
Let me grab Digsby's sheet. I don't know if Digsby has anything special for it, but I figure he's more agile than...
I think animal companions are trained in...
He's at the very least trained in athletics.
Yeah, acrobatics is 9, athletics is 9, Calamus is 7 and 7.
I'll quite happily sit back and watch Digsby do this.
Digsby is a better athlete an acrobat than Ist is, but not quite as good an athlete as H2 is, which makes sense. Because that's not Ist's specialty, and it is H2's.
So, I have a 5 for acrobatics and a 4 for athletics, so that's why I'm staying on the ground.
Go Digsby.
Yeah, probably Digsby can give it a shot.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
go for it.
What does Ralph have?
Well, he's a familiar,
Ralph,
not
Ralph is a familiar, which I think means usually he has acrobatics 8, arcana 8, and stealth 8.
Okay, so better than me, but not better than anybody else in the party, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you have a preference for which one of those two you wanted me to use?
Me? No.
Okay, well, they're the same, so I'm just gonna roll acrobatics.
Cool.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
Digsby is like flipping and clambering and running his way up, and he gets there to the owl, and he paws at the beak, and it's kind of stuck. He looks down at you. He paws at the beak.
Calamus will tell Digsby he's wise. So, like,
He also doesn't have opposable thumbs.
yeah, but he has a mouth.
Mm-hmm.
If Calamus yells up and tells Digsby to, like, use his mouth, but, like, be gentle
Mm-hmm.
to try and get it out without, like, ripping it or anything.
Sure.
Like, isn't he wise enough to understand that instruction?
If that's what you tell him to do. He's just an animal, so he's just waiting for you to tell him what to do.
Anyone have a better idea, or does that work?
No.
Oh
That's
yeah,
great.
go do it.
That's
that works
great.
fine.
Cool.
I don't know what I roll for that.
So he can make an athletics check to force it open. Extra opening the beak more safely would be thievery or crafting, which he does not have.
No, he has a 3 in thievery and a -4 in crafting. He doesn't have thumbs.
He's an animal.
He's better at thieving than crafting.
And even that's just because he's not trained in crafting, so he couldn't do it. He's not trained in anything except athletics, acrobatics, and stealth.
Yeah, I think athletics is probably his best chance.
All right.
Hopefully he doesn't destroy this.
Fingers crossed.
You've got 3 hero points.
It's true. But I
Fuck
don't know that I need them.
23 is a success from the boy.
The
He
boy.
cracks open the beak and pulls out the little thing with his mouth and does that thing that dogs do when they're like going downstairs. Where he's like down the different like animal things until he gets down and he just sits at your feet.
love Digsby.
Calamus will sits at my feet like he's not taller than me. Calamus will like get on tiptoes to get the paper out of Digsby's mouth and trade it for a treat.
Yeah, this is another research fragment.
Hell yeah. I hold my hand up for a high five to whoever's closest.
Digsby.
High fives you.
Hell yeah, good boy. I give him a little scratch.
He's not very good at it, so he does miss and kind of like just thump your leg with his paw, and he's heavy.
Yeah. I'm still gonna give him a little scritch behind his ears.
Calamus will hand you a treat to give Digsby. Like, here, he likes these.
I give Digsby the treat.
Takes it very soft.
For a split second, I thought Calamus was just giving Mindy the treat for being nice to Digsby. And we've got to say that's one of the best things.
Good
that have
job,
happened so far.
Mindy. Good job.
Positive
I'm gonna
reinforcement.
smack you with my fucking wizard staff.
That was out of character. All right.
I'm gonna bonk you gently with my wizard staff.
What the fuck? Evocation? Anybody?
Alright. Yeah, I'm riding the high. Let's go. Let's do it.
And then possibly see what's up those stairs.
All right. I will say there's also in this room a circular staircase that runs up one's side, the far side of the room, which is in the same spot that you saw the tower from outside.
Well, that's where Illyria will need to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said as much, like, that would be part of it. So we might as well, do evocation and then take the fragments down to her, and then we'll all head up to the tower with
Cool.
her, if that's where she needs to be.
Fantastic. So you see in the evocation atrium, the central area has pedestals with runes corresponding to acid, cold, fire, and electricity, with central runes placed for sonic and force. The walls of the larger portion of the room each have their own extravagant mural representing one of the 4 elements. The northern wall is covered with the image of an enormous caldera of an unknown volcano, a vast lake of lava that almost seems to glow intensely. The southern wall displays a vast coral reef, and the light from the ocean's surface almost seems to dance. The eastern wall displays a yawning cave, and the depths seem almost real. The western wall displays a fierce tornado tearing through an open field. The image somehow perfectly captures the fury of the intense winds. The western section of the floor portrays beams and circles, along with complex equations, while the eastern section is covered in sine waves and elaborate musical notation. The ceiling above is painted with the 4 elements all blending, and the centerpiece is a brightly glowing evocation rune, crackling with energy.
That's pretty fucking sick.
That's pretty fucking sick. Yeah, I was trying to, like, think of a way to be like, wow, this is real cool, but, like, yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. Alright, I mean, who wants to go first?
I mean, they've all been puzzles so far, right? Like, there's a trick to work out.
So we're probably not in danger if we just step over the threshold?
I do a very elaborate little bow, like, after you.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna step over the threshold then.
Fantastic.
We'll miss you.
The evocation rune pulses. There is a beam of white magical light and a burst of cold air into the center of the room, and suddenly the entire chamber fills with mist. Roll initiative.
Fuck. Question though. Does everybody outside of this chamber, like, does it hit an invisible wall at the edge of the chamber, or does the mist spill out?
The mist definitely spills out.
Hell yeah.
Truly staggering 11 for Ist's initiative.
14! At least I got better than Ist.
H2
Wow.
coming in with a 22.
Nice.
The speediest Leshy in next with 21.
Zoom.
Uh-oh. Something rolled a 28.
Oof. I don't like that. I don't like that.
We're in danger.
Something rolled a nat 1 and is still going before me in the initiative order.
So the room suddenly fills with mist. It's not smoke and it's not fog, it's mist. And Mindy, some of the mist kind of like wobbles and warbles, and like the mist almost seems to solidify, or like maybe something in the mist that was just sort of hard to see to begin with comes and wraps around you. That is a 29 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits me. I think that hits me.
That's a critical
So
hit.
that's a critical hit, isn't it?
Fuck.
Mm,
Well, it was nice knowing you
Get
guys.
for bragging.
Nice knowing you guys.
If you die, I'll
karma.
fix it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Calibus has stabilize prepared.
Cool, then I'm good. Don't worry about me, guys.
Miss, you take 22 bludgeoning
BRB.
damage as a spectral, watery tendril, like condensed mist, wraps around your body and grabs you.
Ooh, sexy. Sorry.
Don't think about the
no.
pain. I'll bring you back from the torment which you experienced.
I give a thumbs up from
Just
inside the
imagining-
fucking tentacle.
You will remember all of the horrors that you experienced. Good luck.
Awesome, thanks. 36 minus 22 is what?
14. That one's an easy one.
Cool.
They're even numbers.
Look, I'm just Calculic. Leave me alone.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can outsource my math to other people.
You're dyscalculic, and I'm a cashier, so like we're in different directions. I'm
we are
making change-
we are the extremes of the spectrum of able to do math.
Yeah, at least
I'm
addition
a
and subtraction.
librarian.
So this you see like a kind of vague shimmering, like a form that seems to like be solidified water droplets coming out of the mist, and then the mist like thickens and it becomes hard to breathe.
Can I do some sort of roll to figure out what the fuck this thing is, or do I have to do that on my turn?
That's on your turn, unless you had like a feat that's like I identify immediately, which I'm sure there is a feat for that.
I don't think I have that one, but I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, to have like a super reflexive identification, that's gotta be a feat. That would be cool. It's like
I was gonna say, that's got to be an investigator feat, right? Like an immediate recall knowledge.
yeah, that sounds
As
right.
like a reaction.
That is you. This thing is kind of concealed in the mist. The mist seems thicker, like it's going into. Can you see the aura around these creatures?
Yeah.
Yes, that aura
Yes.
is now difficult terrain as it becomes like pea soup.
okay. So I should be able to use sudden charge.
Oh yeah, because that lets you stride twice an attack.
Yes.
Absolutely, you can use sudden charge.
So I will use sudden charge to come into this mist and place myself between Mindy and the misty figure.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's grabbing her with a reach weapon, so she is still grabbed for the time being, but you can get in there.
Yeah. Let's see. Attack of 29.
That's
Jesus
very good.
Christ.
I will unfortunately tell you, it's concealed, so you need to make a DC, I believe 5 flat check to target it.
Okie dokie.
So that's a great roll, but hopefully you can.
13.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And that it hits. Yep. So you can target it. A 29 hits. A 29 nearly crits, but not
Okay.
quite.
And I rolled 11 slashing damage.
Yes, indeed. Which it seems to take normally. You like slice through it, and like water condenses into droplets on your sword. As this thing like kind of makes a weird noise.
And I believe I have one more action.
You do.
So I'm going to come up. I did a great sweeping slice on this creature, so I'm going to bring my sword back around and slice again with an attack of 22.
Cool. Make another roll.
And I will,
Flat check.
roll my flat check.
Fantastic. 22 also hits, dealing 9 damage to this thing. You slice through the water again, and it looks like there's like you see like water droplets kind of like dripping onto the floor as this thing is having a slightly harder time keeping its shape.
Mm-hmm.
Calamus, that's you.
Is this? I see. So it was able to be hit by a sword. So
Yeah.
in theory, it could be bitten by a badger.
Yeah, in theory. The mist is currently difficult terrain, though, for the record.
How much does that increase? Does it double or?
Yeah, every 5 feet of movement takes an additional 5 feet.
Okay, I think I still have enough to get Digsby up there. It would take 15 feet. Let's see.
Well, that would put Digsby where H2 is, which he can't end his turn there.
20 feet to there, 15 feet to be like diagonal to it.
Yep. And yeah, and I think as you're seeing, it's like this. You see like a kind of glowing, bright blue eye looming in the mist, and from it are just these wispy, watery tentacles.
Cool. I don't like it. So I command Digsby. I think he has to use 2 actions to get there.
Yep, which leaves him with no actions left.
Okay, hang out, Digsby. And then I'm gonna heal Mindy.
Cool.
Okay, so I would like to, let's see what I get for various levels. I always forget.
2 action is 30 feet, and it's the D8 plus 8 per level.
You're really hurting. Let's do a level 2 action, because I should have 2 actions left, right? Commanding Digsby is 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, a level 2 action heal. So is that a D8 plus 8? Yeah, 1 D8. And then I get another D8 for upping it to a second level. Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be 2d8 plus 16.
You can have 14 points of health back.
Plus another 8, because it's plus 16 at level 2.
Oh,
Wait,
it's
plus
plus
8.
16? I thought it was plus 8.
Wait, it's plus 8 at level 1. Which level are you casting it at?
Level 2.
Oh, yeah, then it's 2d8 plus 16.
Oh, well then you get 14 plus 8.
What about the other d8?
Oh,
Nope.
I
You wanna
roll
roll?
the D8.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just roll a D8. So it's 3. Okay. So 17.
Plus another 8.
Plus 8, so 25. So she's back up to max.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. That is Calamus Palm's turn. Mindy, you are still grabbed with his tentacle, which means that you have speed of 0 and not speed of 0. I think it's you can't take move actions.
Got it.
You're immobilized and flat-footed. And if you want to make a manipulate action, like to cast a spell, you need to make a DC 5 flat check to succeed.
Got it. So to start with, I'm going to make... Could I identify this thing with an Arcana check?
Yes.
So I got a 29 on that.
Fuck yeah.
Boom. These are mist stalkers. They are water elementals from the plane of water.
Interesting.
They
Oh,
stalk...
there's more than one of them?
Oh, yeah, there is. The other one hasn't acted yet. But it did roll below almost everybody for its stealth initiative, so you should be able to see it. Yeah, there's 2 of them in here. You see another glowing eye.
Okay, so you said they're mist elementals?
Yeah, they're mist elementals. They don't have any specific weakness or resistance to fire, though. They are immune to bleed, paralysis, poison, and sleep. They are surrounded by their mist. By 15-foot mist, it can be dispersed with wind, but it always comes back on their next turn. They can see through mist, so nothing is concealed to them. They're sneaky. They're like ambush predators. It seems like they are like a security measure.
Would you say that was a recall knowledge check, or is that a specific type of check that I had to have made just now?
No, that's to know that stuff is recall knowledge.
Perfect. Cool, because I have a feat about identifying creatures with recall knowledge. So in the future, if I come across these again, I'll gain a +2 circumstance bonus, and we'll learn an additional fact about such creatures.
Nice.
So
Cool.
I'm going to keep track of that in that character sheet section by keeping track of what I've identified here. Cool.
Sure.
So I relay as much of that interest of that as is necessary. So they don't have they're not weak to fire?
No, but they also aren't resistant or immune to fire.
That's fair. I guess... Okay, so Produce Flame is a cantrip, but it is the only... Well, I guess I don't really need it. I kind of want to just Magic Missile them.
Yeah, and you could also try to escape the grab.
Oh, I should probably do that, yeah. I don't know, I
Up
was
to
having
you.
fun here. It's comfy. It's not comfy. It's gonna hurt me quite badly.
Far be from me to get between a wizard and a tentacle.
It's true.
You know, while it has grabbed you, it has the option to constrict you and just do damage for in exchange for a saving throw.
So I should probably get out of the tentacle's grasp then. Alright, cool. Yeah, what do I need to roll to try to escape it?
Athletics, acrobatics, or an unarmed attack check.
Okay, well... a blank weapon in my melee strikes thing right now. I'm gonna... Ooh, you said athletics or acrobatics?
Yes.
Oof, I don't have great either of those, but I'll give it a shot. I'll go with acrobatics. 13!
That is a failure. You can try again at a -5.
Well, I'm not gonna get it, but I'm gonna try again, because it's kind of what I've got.
You have hero points.
Oh shit, I have hero points. Can I use a hero
You do
point
have
for
hero
that?
points. You could.
Alright, that's probably a good idea. I forgot about hero points for a second. Yeah. Alright. Work. 17!
17 is also a failure.
Fuck!
And because it is more than 10 on the die, doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter.
Oh well. I gave it my best shot, y'all. I guess I'm still in the tentacle for another round.
You have 2 actions left. Yeah,
I do,
You
okay.
you have 2 actions left.
Didn't recall knowledge count as an action?
Oh yeah, you have 1 action left.
Okay, that's what I thought. Fuck it, I'll try to magic missile them from inside the tentacle.
Okay. Make a flat check.
D20...
Alright. You're able to move your hands enough to cast the spell.
Got it.
Alright. You deal... what level do you cast it at?
2.
Okay. So then you deal 2 damage and then another D4 plus 2.
6.
So it's 7 damage. Because it's 2 plus a D4 plus 1.
Got it. Okay, 7.
I might have said a D4 plus 2. I was wrong.
That is
6
fair.
damage? No, 7 damage. This thing's fucked up. No, it's not super fucked up, but it's hurt.
Alright, so they've got low HP.
They
glass
got more than
cannons.
you do.
Oh, they have more than I do? Okay, it's not that fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
then.
They have significantly more than you do. This one's also been... Oh, wait, are you doing it to this one or to the one that hasn't been hit?
Oh, I'll hit the one that's been hit just so we can try to whittle it
so
down
that's the one that's like pretty hurt now after
Got it.
H2 got 2 swings in on it.
Got it, right.
Cool. Next is the other Mist Stalker, who says something in Aquan, which is actually now post remaster called Thalassic, which is a fun. I like that a lot more. And it is going to look at H2 and kind of wriggles a little bit. And H2, I need you to make a reflex save.
Can do, boss.
As the mist congeals into water around you,
17.
You, my friend, are immobilized.
Oh boy.
You can't take any action with the move trait. And then it is going to swing its tentacle at you twice.
Okay.
You're not actually flat-footed to this, which is funny, because that immobilize doesn't make you flat-footed, but it's going to try to hurt you. And it looks like it misses twice, a 17 and an 18.
Correct.
Wonderful. So, and you're like kind of swimming through this like congealed mist and still not managing to land a hit on you. Yes. I saw you measuring out some...
I was trying to figure out... Oh, I hit that from others. Interesting.
GM still gets to see it.
I feel suddenly seen about all of my attempts to check distances in the past. Oh god. Alright. I think I'm going to attempt to do a telekinetic rend. I'm just doing this in a nearby space because it creates bursts. Do I assume I still need to make the concealed check even though I'm not targeting a creature specifically?
No. If you're just throwing it into spaces, so concealed is where they are, just not exact what square they're in, but not exactly like the shape of their like body inhabiting that space.
Right. In which case, I will do an amped telekinetic rend. I sort of like cross my hands in front of my face and then rip them back away from each other as I do 2 5-foot bursts here and here to make sure they just focus on the mist stalkers.
Cool.
And they will need to make a fortitude save.
Cool. Couple fort saves. Since your saving throw of 20, that is a 14 and a 26. So 1 succeeds and 1 fails. Pretty easy.
Alright. I do like the visual because it's like this axis of motion in the air that the mist shifts with it as well, just for a moment, just like...
Oh yeah, it's like usually it's just a ripple in the air, and now it's like these little whirlpools almost of misty droplets. So how much damage are you doing?
7 total.
7
4
total.
bludgeoning, 3 slashing.
Cool. So 1 takes 7 and 1 takes 3.
Alright. And for my third action...
Should that not be more, or is it only? It's only 2nd level. You're level 4, right?
Yeah.
I guess you're only level 4.
It's... Let me double check it. Yeah, because this telekinetic range doesn't go up until level 3. Until it's cast at level 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw up my shield.
Copy that.
With my final action.
Round
That's
2.
me done.
The Mist Stalker. This is going to keep doing what it's doing to Mindy. Well, no. It's going to use 1 action to constrict Mindy. Mindy, make a fort save.
Come on, Mindy.
Go, Mindy. Go, Mindy.
Fort
go,
save.
Mindy. Go, Mindy.
Okay.
Go, Mindy. Go. Mindy, no!
You take 8 bludgeoning damage. Rolled a 16. That's a failure.
Okay, well, I mean, hey, at least it's not as bad as when I first stepped in here and took, like, fucking an absurd amount of
More than
damage.
half your health.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
going,
And
that's gonna be
then-
28. Right? Am I right?
36 minus
Yes.
8 is 28, yes. Then it's going to move, it's going to ghost backwards and whip a tentacle at H2. And it swings on you, critically fails, misses entirely. Poor turn for the Mist Stalker. It is now H2's turn.
Can I use, like, athletics to become unimmobilized?
You can make an athletics check to escape.
Okay.
As you're like fighting your way out of this like pocket of like solidified mist.
I rolled a 19.
And 19 is unfortunately just under what you need.
Rip.
You do have a hero point, or you could just try it again and hope you roll a little bit better. These things are pretty hardy against that kind of thing. And I will say you're immobilized, but you're not paralyzed or restrained. So you could attack the one next to you. You just wouldn't be able to hit the one that got away from you.
Okay. I think... So I have 2 actions left, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to swing on the one that is next to me that's in front of Digsby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll a d20 first to see if I even hit, which I do not.
You don't, but you don't take the multiple attack penalty for this one because you didn't actually swing.
I'm actually going to try to intimidate the one that is running away from me.
All right.
I want to make a gesture to indicate that it will soon be dead.
Oh, yeah. And you have intimidating glare, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So the fact that you don't share language doesn't matter.
Yep. So I'm going to roll a 20 on my intimidate check.
I mean, yes, sort of.
I'm very sorry. They have their will DC is 21.
No!
Can I do better than...
You can. I mean, that's a 12. Statistically, with our house rule, you have a good chance of succeeding. Because you would either roll more than 12, which would succeed, or less than 10, which would succeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that. I want to put the fear of God into this poor creature.
God is a robot lady. That's what that's what Arcandroid is about. That was a 23, does succeed, frightens this thing 1.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Calamus Palm, that is you.
I would like to tell Digsby to chomp.
All right. He does still have to roll a flat check.
Okay, so that's just a d20.
Mm-hmm. He could also move to flank if you wanted an even better chance of chomping.
Oh, that's true. Like here.
No, it would be here.
Oh, okay.
Because flank is going on the other side of the enemy.
And I can get there. Cool.
Yeah.
With one turn.
The mist is no longer difficult terrain because they haven't been solidifying it.
Okay, and so I need a d20.
Oh, yeah, a flat d20 to through the conceal check, and then, yeah.
Oh.
Rip.
Can I spend a hero point for Digsby?
Yeah. Digsby is an extension of you as a wild animal order druid.
Oh, well, there it is.
All right, give it a roll.
Oh my god. How about instead I roll D120? Oh my god.
You did it.
That is a success.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So Digsby can indeed attempt to chomp.
Chomp, Digsby chomp.
Digsby would like to attempt to chomp.
Cool. 22 will hit, dealing 11 piercing damage. Starting to do damage to the second one. One of them is really badly hurt. The other one is like taking a little bit of damage as like collateral. That's one action for you, Calamus. You have 2 left.
Yes. So let me head over here. So I'm looking at Tanglefoot. It's a 2-action, 30 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Which would make one of them immobilized.
Could make one of them immobilized, yeah. They're only immobilized if you crit them.
Otherwise they're slowed a little on and their speed is reduced.
Yeah, they take a penalty to speed, yeah.
Oh, that's not quite as good as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm. That's a cantrip.
True. Why do I only have 4 cantrips? What happened to my 5th one? Okay. Well, I thought I had something that did damage in my cantrips.
Oh, you used to think you had telekinetic projectile. That's not one that you have. You have, like, you could grab, like, electric arc, which is, like, widely considered to be the best cantrip.
I think that's what happened, is I took that one out and never replaced it. To avoid me having to sit here and enter electric arc, what do I need to do?
They make reflex saves, and you can hit 2 people, 1 or 2 creatures, and deal 2d4 plus your whiz in electricity damage.
I would like to do that. I just don't have a button set up for it.
It's fine. We can just roll it flat, roll it raw. I'm going to make 2 reflex saves. It's 23 and a 20, so they both succeed.
Okay.
So you're going to roll 2d4 plus 4, so they each take 5 electricity damage.
Okay. That's better than nothing.
Nice.
Better than nothing. Mindy, that is you.
All right. So, to start with, I'm probably going to start with electric arc, because I forgot that I had that one.
Okay. All right. Also a 10 electricity damage. We'll see how they roll this time. There's a 31 and a 22.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
One of them is going to take 5, and the scared one is going to take nothing.
Damn. So that was 2 actions. So I've got 1 laugh, and I've already used all my magic missile preps. Whoops. We should rest before we do our big boss battle.
You gonna take an 8-hour snooze?
Fuck. Shit. No.
You could shield, so one of them is less likely to be able to grab you.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield for my last turn, or my last action.
All right. So this.
I was just going to ask while you're doing that, which of the 2 Miststalkers is more injured? The one who's frightened or the one who isn't?
The one who's frightened.
Thank you very much.
The one who isn't is going to swing on Digsby.
Okay.
It's a 24 to hit. The Badger.
Yes.
It's going to hit.
Yeah, his AC is 19.
Deals 16 damage to Digsby and grabs him. Digsby is now wrapped up in a watery tentacle. And then it whips around and swings once more at H2. So 21 on H2, just barely misses. Next is Ist.
Alrighty. I'm gonna attempt a conceal check.
Alright.
That's a 19.
Hell yeah.
I am gonna fire a phase bolt at the more injured of the 2 Mistwalkers, and I sort of like raise one hand up and do like a little like a little fake telescope around my eyes.
Yeah.
Exactly like a viewfinder, just sort of like you're adjusting the focus, and then just pew, as I send a phase bolt skittering through the air. That won't do it.
That is a 13.
I'll burn him. My last hero point. I forgot to pull the one out earlier when I redid that check.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that again. I rolled identically, but that'll be a 23 for 11 piercing damage.
23 and better damage. This thing is looking rough, but it's like it's a summoned elemental construct, so it's not worried. It's going to go back to the plane of air or the plane of water. So like it's fighting till its last.
Yeah. Does the mist completely fill the room?
The mist is 15 feet around it.
Okay.
So there's some like little bits on like the corners of the room that are technically not covered in mist.
What I would love to do with my final action on this turn is actually try to do a perception check or figure out what the puzzle of this room is. Because if this room can summon creatures from elemental planes, we've still got to fucking figure out where this research fragment is. Mm-hmm. So I might as well start putting my brain to that.
Sure, yeah, make a perception check.
I will try that. That's a 22.
It's kind of hard through the mist, but that yawning cavern looks deeper than it should actually be possible for a painting of a cavern to be.
Ah, some Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner shit. Man, I bet goblins would fucking love Wile E. Coyote.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that guy builds everything. He tries so hard. One day he's going to get that bird. And
Wile
it
E.
will.
Coyote is a saint of Lamashtu. Really, truly. He's one of the 4 goblin hero gods.
He fucking bounces back from everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Indeed. All right. Next is this, the most damaged Mistwalker, who is going to just go ham, swinging on H2.
Oh, yeah, it's got reach, hasn't it?
They have reach. So it's a 24. Finally going to hit you, H2.
Yep.
15 bludgeoning.
Okay.
It grabs you, which makes you flat-footed, and then it's just gonna. It's not even gonna try for anything fancy. It's just gonna squeeze, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Come on, H2. That's a 29.
Fuck yeah!
You
Ooh!
are. I think that's technically still just a normal success, so you're gonna take half. You take 4 bludgeoning damage as it squeezes you, but you like flex. It's like, wow. That is your turn. You are still held by the mist.
All right. I'm going to spend an action to struggle bus
Okay.
with athletics to try to get free.
All right.
14 probably doesn't do crap.
No, DC is 21.
Yeah. Seeing that that's not working, I'm going to attack the Mistwalker that's within reach.
All right.
Oh, I should have rolled.
A flat roll.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's fine because a 16 does not hit you anyway.
And I'm getting super frustrated, so I'm going to intimidate the one in front of me.
All right.
Just because it's like, just wait until I get my hands on you. And that's a 21.
That's a success. He goes, holy shit, dude. You seeing this? It doesn't say that. It says like, but in a scared way.
Yep.
Calamus, that is you.
Nom. Digsby would like to nom twice.
Cool. He's going to make a concealment check each time.
Okay.
All right.
Buddy.
And because of
know.
those, that is a nat 1. That is not going to connect, though you do have 2 hero points remaining.
This isn't even the final boss.
No. Yeah, I didn't think these guys were going to give you such trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try again.
All right.
Is that...
But that will not hit. And it would hit anyway because it would be a -5, so not a +9.
Okay. And being flanked doesn't do anything to help with that.
It doesn't remove your multiple attack penalty. It reduces their AC.
Okay. I want to, for Calamus's turn, do a 3-action heal. I'm almost out of my heals too.
I will warn you that a 3-action heal will heal them as well.
I thought I get to... Oh, it targets all living. I don't get to choose.
No.
No. Well. Let's see.
You can electric arc again and save the heal for later.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, no one's that badly hurt.
Yeah. Alright. We'll do another... So I'm just gonna... They need to do their rolls, and then I roll 2d4 afterwards.
2d4 plus 4, yeah.
Plus 4. Okay.
That is a 20 and a 16, a success and a failure. Roll your 2d4 plus 4.
Nice.
All right, so one takes 4, and the Miststalker that had been frightened
Uh-huh.
is gone.
Fucking
Evaporates into mist. That is your turn. Next is Mindy.
Hello. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go electric arc on this thing. Well, I guess I don't need to. I got probably other spells that might do more direct damage. Yeah, I'll go for Produce Flame.
All right, cool. A 19 will not hit.
Fuck. Okay. And that was 2 actions.
It was.
I don't know what I'm doing next. Well,
Shield?
yeah, I guess that didn't
You
work.
only got 1 action left.
Just gonna sort of wrap some magical shield around me.
All right. Next is the last Miststalker. It is frightened. It is unhappy. Unfortunately, this is the one that casts the mist on you, H2. So you are still in the coagulated mist. It's going to constrict on Digsby. Digsby needs to make a fortitude save.
Okay.
Cool. Digsby is going to take 5 bludgeoning damage, and then it swings on H2. This thing, like I said, like tentacles in the mist, kind of just swinging around. Misses on H2. Tries one last time. As H2, you're like swinging your sword and like cleaving the tentacles, but the tentacles are like, they don't really take damage. They just break and reform.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is its turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna attempt to do the concealed check
All right.
as I'm squinting through the mist at this last mist walker. I cannot see it.
At least not for that action.
Okay. Fuck it, I'll just do a telekinetic rend in the vague area then instead.
All right.
Not an amped one this time, just... Oh, actually, no, fuck it. I'll amp it.
All right. All right. It makes a fort save, which is its worst save.
Does the frightened affect fort?
It does. So it takes it on to 14. Though it's not frightened anymore because it just had its turn.
Fair enough.
But it does take 6 bludgeoning and slashing. It's starting to look really hurt. A good thwacking will take care of it, but it's been wily so far. As round 4 begins, and it is H2's turn.
All right. Rolling my flat check to see if I can see it. Get an 11 so I can
Oh, yeah.
You can
take
target
a
it.
swipe. I rolled a 27 to hit.
27
Nice.
will hit easily. This thing is on death's door now as you cleave through it. It's like single arcane eye is kind of like blinking like a busted taillight.
All right. And then I'm going to roll a d20 again to see if I can hit it. Get a 9.
Nice.
And I'm going to take a second swing at it.
Swing, better.
Rolled an 18.
18 would not normally hit, but you are flanking it, and so it does. H2 cleaves through the second Mistwalker, and all the mist in the ground just whoosh, falls to the ground as little droplets of water. And combat is over.
Hi, it's August, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on your podcast platform of choice, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about us using the FTLcast hashtag. We are also part of a nonprofit podcasting guild called Standing Stones Productions. We do a variety of shows, including The Room Where It Happened and Dumb Kids Playing Hero, 2 actual play shows, and a Steven Universe discussion podcast called Gay Space Rocks. We also do live streams at twitch.tv/standingstonesprod. You can keep up with everything that we do on Twitter at stones_standing. Unfortunately, Standing Stones was already taken. Your support means a lot. Thanks again!